grounded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up!
Darin, you had a busy weekend not too long ago, and your match ended in DQ, got restarted, and then your match got thrown out, tag title match, and then another match ended in DQ. Do you feel like your matches are getting a little bit more violent? Does it depend on what's going on? Do you feel refs are cracking down? Do you feel that this is a change potentially in the independent?
Yeah, there's most certainly a lot. Again, very interesting tactics here. So I go to Time Bomb, and I'm in this match. I'm in this main event in Crookston, and I realized almost all the way through it that, man, I just don't want to be in this anymore. So I decide to end it. Jordan's a fighting champion and literally will fight anybody, and I just realized that there's no reason for me to try and go in here and prove anything to the people of Crookston, of all cases. So I gave him the match that he would want. Eventually it became a no DQ because they had to restart the match because they had to give the people their money. Look, if the people already have bought their ticket, who cares how long the main events are? WWE Raw used to have their main events were only 2 minutes. Some of their matches didn't even last as long as our first altercation, but they had to restart the match. So they restarted. And the funny thing is let's tie this in, and we just flip it a little bit. So I go all the way back from Crookston. I'm in this match where I'm wrestling for tag team championships, and who happens to show up but Jordan again, and my match ends up getting thrown out completely on DQ, no contest. Because people decided to put their nose in my business. And again, I was one step away from winning a championship. I almost didn't really care about the Time Bomb Championship for a moment, but I was one step away from adding another collection with Laura, and then people had to stick their nose in my business. And just when I think that I couldn't get past this anymore, just when I think that we're already over this, where's all the outrage for all these finishes that, again, mine gets restarted, there's kids pounding on the ring, there's this no contest. And then the next time, I'm just trying to do a festival show at Heritage Days, which generally is notorious for having some of the most 1 foot out of the cave, hillbilly, backwards ass people come to these shows. I'm just trying to survive it. Again, have to deal with kids, have to deal with these punks. But speaking of punks, man, none more violent. We tried to tell them that what they might have to do is start showing a little energy out there, showing a little fire, showing a little pizzazz, showing why no one's more violent than them. But I guess they took it to heart. And they actually took our words. Now, I have to admit, I don't think a lot of the young guys listen all that much. But these guys may have listened, but they just picked the wrong environment for it. You got to obey the referee's ruling. That is the deal. And you gave us the victory. So you have never beaten us because you thought that it would be best to send a message in a match in St. Paul Park. How dare you think that that was going to be okay? Well, here we are. We score another victory over you guys, but you know what? You're proven to us. So there's just these matches that I can't escape. These rules that happen, these things that get thrown out, people trying to put their stamp on things, trying to find a way to put their mark in and interject themselves. Or in the case of me, trying to save my sanity. But you know what? It's not going to be the first. It's not going to be the last that something like this happens. But as you know, I'm a big fan of doing street fights where the rules aren't necessarily there because it helps me do exactly what I want to do. And you know my feelings on referees. So I don't need to listen to their rules whatsoever. So here we are. I think that this upcoming the rest of summer into the fall, it's going to be a little different. But let's try and see if we can have a little bit of more, right down the middle style wrestling, right? That's what everyone wants. That's what everyone talks about. And if we don't, they get ripped off. Whatever. People always find something to complain about.